My dear listeners, Surah Alnahl is a chapter where God gently opens our eyes to the world around us and reminds us of the countless blessings we live in every single day. It begins with a powerful announcement that the command of God will surely come, and that people should not rush it. The text says, "The command of God is coming, so do not be impatient for it." This sets the tone. Everything that follows is meant to awaken our hearts before the day of judgment arrives. God then takes us through a journey of his signs. He reminds us that he created the heavens and the earth with purpose, and that he created a human being from a tiny drop. Yet this same human becomes argumentative and proud. He points to the animals he created for our benefit. "For you in them is warmth and benefits, and from them you eat." He mentions horses, mules, and donkeys as both transportation and beauty in our lives. Then God draws our attention to the natural world. The rain that brings life to the earth, the crops, the olives, the dates, the grapes, and every fruit. He reminds us that the night, the day, the sun, the moon, and the stars are all under his command. These are not random. They are signs for people who reflect. He speaks of the sea, how he made it possible for us to eat fresh meat from it and extract ornaments we wear. He mentions mountains that stabilize the earth, rivers that carve paths, and stars that guide travelers. All of these are gifts, yet he says, if you count the blessings of God, you will never be able to number them. The chapter then turns to the tragedy of worshiping others besides God. Those who do so worship things that cannot create anything. They do not create anything, and they themselves are created. Their hearts are arrogant, and when asked what God has revealed, they dismiss it as stories of the ancients. God warns them of humiliation in this world and disgrace in the next. Meanwhile, the believers are told that for them is goodness in this life and far better in the next, gardens beneath which rivers flow, where angels greet them saying, "Peace be upon you. Enter paradise for what you used to do." The chapter also addresses a common excuse of the disbelievers. If God willed, we would not have worshipped others. God responds that every nation received a messenger, and each person is responsible for their own choices. Then God gives a beautiful example. The bee. He inspires it to build its homes in mountains and trees, and to produce honey. From their bellies comes a drink of different colors, in which there is healing for people. Even the smallest creatures operate under divine guidance. God also speaks about human life, how he creates us, causes us to die, and returns from old age until they forget what they once knew. He reminds us of the blessings of families, homes, clothing, and protection, things we often take for granted. Toward the end, God commands justice, excellence, and kindness to relatives, and forbids immorality, wrongdoing, and oppression. The text says, God commands justice and excellence, a verse that summarizes the moral foundation of the entire religion. Finally, God instructs the prophet to call people with wisdom and good advice, and to argue in the best manner. Even when wronged, he encourages patience, saying that although one may respond equally, patience is better. The chapter closes with reassurance. God is with those who are mindful of him and those who do good.